So I'd love to share why I joined the Nandar's 8-week meditation program. For years now, I've struggled with incorporating a meditation and visualization practice in my life. As a lawyer running my own practice, and also someone who's very entrepreneurial, admittedly, and trying my hands at lots of different projects, there's a lot of noise that goes on in my head, lots of ideas that float around, and I never seem to be able to wrap my hands around them and bring those ideas to life. So I thought, I've been feeling for a while now that if I can just take some time and energy to quiet myself down, that I can do more and get more done without being as stressed, without being as hurried. And I've tried apps, I've tried reading books about meditation, I've tried other courses. But Nandar is someone that takes you, distills principles so that you understand them, and really holds you by the hands to make you not just meditate and create the time to meditate, but also distilling why you meditate and how to get into the right frame of meditation. And as a result, I've looked forward to each of our, throughout the 8 weeks, all of our sessions, but also the time in between, I found a lot of changes that I started to experience and incorporate. And that wouldn't have been possible without Nandar's 8-week meditation sessions. One difference that I've experienced as a result of the 8-week meditation course is that I feel more in control, right? There's more, what's the word I'm looking for? I feel more I guess I'll just leave it as that, in control of my decision-making, in control of my emotions too. Again, with all of the projects that I tend to have going at any one point, there's a lot of overwhelm, a lot of stress, a lot of, difficulties, and that carries over into a lot of other parts of your life, where in your home, in relationship to clients, in relationship to family, you may, you're irritable, you're stressed, you're angry. And that's something that I know I did not want to be as a result of pursuing my work. So I think what I've experienced as a result of that is that it's being able to control the way I'm feeling at any given time. It's really helped me do that, reduce my stress. I can happily share that in these last 8 weeks, I have not felt as stressed by the same things that would bother me weeks before, months before, about things that just pop up in your life and whatnot. And also a different appreciation for sort of giving myself time. That's a huge part of the takeaway that I got. It's creating time for yourself, for creating not just time and space, but also really playing around with what is it that you want from life, and just sitting in that, and giving yourself the opportunity to then say, if this is what I want in my life, what can I do to get there? So those are some of my takeaways from the 8-week meditation course. With respect to what I was expecting and what I learned from the 8-week meditation class, well, let's take the expectation first, right? Because I've gone through books, gone through courses, gone through other mini classes on meditation, and a lot of it is breath work, right? And the suggestion, and I think that's why it never resonated with me, because I always want to know the why. Why am I doing something? Why does something work versus not work? So when I signed up for the 8-week meditation course, I was kind of expecting something similar. We're going to learn breath work, and then just categorically, hey, you should visualize what you want and think about something that you've never experienced before. But I'm really glad to say that wasn't the experience at all. The 8-week meditation course did a really good job of presenting laws of how the universe operates, and how these laws, they're not independent of each other, they're not exclusive to each other, they all work together in one whole. And so Nandar was very good about breaking those laws down, right? Giving each one an emphasis each week. And even though some of it built upon each other, it was, again, they just all those laws live on the same plane. And so what I learned from that, just different ways to examine life, examine the things that I'm doing, right? One of my favorite laws, and I think for me that really shifted my perspective over the 8 weeks, was the law of intention. And instead of living your life reacting to what the world throws at you, and also living your life in a place where you're just thinking about what I want as a person, whether it's money, whether it's love, whether it's physical fitness and wellness, whether it's, you know, certain kinds of relationships or things. The law of intention really shifted in perspective is like, what do I want to put out into the world? Right. And knowing that the world will give back what I intend to give, like that's a huge perspective change, to start thinking about not just what I want, but really what can I be in the world? And as a result of that, get what I want. So, you know, I learned the laws were great. Also just meditation practice, and Nandar is very great about guiding you through visualization and you know, imagery, actually very evocative imagery to help you change your energy. And you know, something that I've really appreciated for some time is creating a clearing in space for the things that you want. And that may just be time for yourself, but you know, the way she teaches meditation gives you the ability to create a clearing for that. So whether it's self-care or playing around with goals and objectives that you set aside in life. Highly encourage and recommend anyone out there to enroll in Nandar's 8-week meditation course. It will be transformative. If you're someone who is hurried by life, you're very reactive, you feel like you're constantly overwhelmed and stressed, whether it's by work, running a business, family, physical ailments or physical fitness questions, or you just want a little, you know, shift in perspective, to add some spice and like renewed energy to your life, I highly encourage it. You won't regret it. And again, Nandar is absolutely a great guide to something that can be challenging for a lot of people. Meditation often gets confused, I think, with breath work and just visualization, but it's a combination of all those things and more. And she's such an incredible shepherd to guide you through something that can be challenging. You know, giving time and space to yourself, giving love and space to yourself, and playing around with things that, you know, you haven't played around with in years, like goals, like objectives in your life. So for anyone out there who, again, may be hurried, maybe overwhelmed, maybe stressed with the things that happen in life, you find yourself being very reactive, then I really encourage you to consider joining Nandar's 8-week meditation course. It'll change your life for better.